So what's going on, everybody? This is Wesley Guest. Today I'm out at Mission Trails doing the North Fortuna hike. It's about 4.3 miles or so, and elevation change of about, like I said, 1,400 feet. Yeah, so it's part of that 5-peak challenge. After this I'll have 2 more, so just about done. But yeah, we'll be checking in, and don't forget, if you want to see you know, more, if you want to learn everything about San Diego, more hikes like this, go ahead, click subscribe and tap that little bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. A little bit of a late start. There's tons of people out. It's also a Saturday, so definitely if you're looking for less traffic, I'd suggest getting up as early as you can and get out, especially if you're out here on a weekend. Whoa, I just saw good sized beehive. It's good to see bumblebees doing well, but ooh, take a wrong turn and you're gonna have some serious problems back there. All right, so we're over a mile into the hike now. It's definitely getting a little bit quieter, a little more quiet out here. Seeing less and less people, so I'm anticipating there being some people for sure at the summit, but that's got a little ways to go before I get there. But yeah, it's much more peaceful right now, much more kind of what I was hoping for at this point. So let's keep going. Awesome. It's so nature-like. Okay, so I think that's where I was last time, at South Fortuna, and I think that's going to be North Fortuna, which makes that the Fortuna saddle right behind this bush that you can't see. But anyway, we're getting closer. Okay, so this looks like this is going to be the big ascent here. I'm going to flip this around so you can look. Looks like we're going to go up here, and it looks like it winds around, gets pretty steep. Man, this climb is no joke. Check this out. I don't know if the steepness comes out in that video, but this is definitely the steepest part of the trip, or hike, steepest part of the hike so far. There it is. That is the summit. I think on review wise, I give this, in my personal star system, I'd give it out of 5, I'd give it 4. It's nice, especially the backside. Feels really secluded. And it's a little quieter. You can hear a little bit of freeway noise, but no big deal. It's pretty far away. But the first half of this trip, there was a lot of people, and that just has to do with timing and day of the week. But I think once you get away from that, it's less people, less of a crowd, but you find yourself walking under some serious power lines, you know, for quite a ways. Just okay, but just, you know, takes away from the experience a little bit, especially those high-powered power lines, because there, you know, there's like a sound going. But anyway, but it's you got to do this trail. I mean, it's one of the 5 peaks, you know, especially if you're doing the 5 peak challenge. It's part of it. But and I think my recommendation, I did South Fortuna by itself, then I just did this North Fortuna, but I think if I was doing it again, I would probably do both, you know, because they're pretty close. You just hit south and then just go down the saddle, go back up, and you're at the north peak. So it's not that bad. You definitely can do it all in one day. So anyway, it's my 2 cents. But you know, as far as the trails are nice. They're clean, they're wide for the most part. They're really rocky. There's, you know, because we had some rain this year, so there's some erosion. So definitely, if you have hiking shoes or hiking boots, wear those. But yeah, and the weather's great, you know, San Diego. Little surprise hill at the end here. It's like a feels like a cobblestone road. It's weird. It's like most of the rocks are not. There's some loose rocks, but a lot of them are packed in tight. So almost feels like I'm walking up a cobblestone road. But we're getting pretty close to the end here. Just about to go over the top of this hill. So take a look and no more then. So don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like different hikes in San Diego and other fun activities, outdoor activities, just stuff in general to do, make sure you click subscribe and then tap that bell, and then that way you're notified every time I upload a new video. Try to do these at least once or twice a week. So. Alright, so we're in the final stretch here. Just a couple quick notes at the end. So it's a good hike, it's worth doing. For me, this is I only have 1 hike left to complete the 5 peak challenge, which is going to be Pyles Peak and Cowles Mountain. I'm going to do that the same day.